You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. Can you guess where I am? I'm sitting on a stainless steel toilet in the prison at, what would you call this address?
Steuben County Jail.
We don't want to give the address,
Bath, New York.
Bath, New York. That's a pretty wild address. And I'm with the sheriff. They have a lot of programs going on, particularly for youngsters and other things you ought to know about. And I'm going to say nothing, but leave it to the sheriff because he knows everything and he's been on the job for some years and he is really exceptional. If you've studied what the sheriff's office has done through the years, they've got all kinds of programs. You don't hear too much about them, but they really help a lot. So I'm going to leave it all to you.
One of the things that we did at the Steuben County Jail, which we're in right now for the inmates, is we actually took the inmates outside and they actually have inmate gardens where they actually grow their own vegetables throughout the summer. We also use the inmates on work crews in the different villages to clean the highways up. And they work at just various civilian outlets for the inmates to work at. For the school children, we have 2 days of the year, twice a year, we have any of the school children in Steuben County in the schools that are interested in criminal justice or parents feel that maybe they need a little bit of a push. We have them come to the sheriff's office and we actually have the state police come in, the district attorney, our people, and various other agencies to show them what criminal justice is like. Inclusive of that, we give them a tour of the jail to show them what criminal justice is like, and in case, again, if they need a little push, what it's like to be in jail, which isn't really very pleasant. And Jim, did you have anything to offer on?
I have a question to ask before he comes in. When we came in here, we had to take our cell phones off. Did you take your guns off too?
Yes, in order to enter the jail, all the cell phones, guns, knives, and other.
Even you?
Yes. It's just a rule, and everybody has to obey the rules, including the sheriff.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was good. We do a lot of education programs with the youth and with adults also here at the Sheriff's Office. We do many safety programs, motor safety, pistol permit safety. We're about to begin a driver safety training. We do scam avoidance training. We do a lot of
scam avoidance.
Yes, we meet with a lot of senior citizen groups and talk about the internet scams, the phone scams, contractor scams, how to recognize them and avoid them, and hopefully not get taken.
If you are a senior citizen or somebody that qualifies, they can call you and ask somebody to explain this.
Absolutely, absolutely. We meet with many groups to do that, and it doesn't have to be a senior citizen; it can be anybody. But we do trainings for the youth, and we also do trainings all the way through the spectrum of the citizens of Steuben County.
And if I could add, one of the new programs that we started up is because of all the terrorism around the world, we're now training civilians and different businesses on potentials for mass shootings, how to handle mass shootings, different types of courses here on pistol permit, how to obtain a pistol permit. Then we also qualify people with pistol permits, show them the proper safeguards for handling firearms and also how to use firearms. So we have a lot that we've updated with the terrorism that's going around the world, teaching the schools and the public how to handle any eventual incident.
What else should we talk about? Have you ever been in this cell before?
Only 3 times.
Everybody's looking to see if we let them out.
Actually, we tried to make a tour of the jail a lot just to see what's going on. And of course, the majors, we make a tour of the jail to let the inmates know that we're around and checking to make sure that everything's being handled properly.
Well, I went through the jail some years ago, and I was amazed at how clean everything was.
When I first started the first year I was sheriff, one of the things I did was the inmates have a commissary fund, which is a fund that they pay for different items, and I told them that the different quads or different living areas for inmates, if they kept it clean for a week, the cleanest quad, there's 7 quads in the jail, the cleanest quad would get a pizza on Friday night, which they pay for. And it gave them the initiative to keep the place clean, and they actually competed with each other to keep the jail clean.
And you have a lot of programs that actually save taxpayers money because the inmates go out and help in gardening and public buildings and so forth.
All the programs we have, when we bring in instructors, when I first started, we brought instructors in to teach electrical skills, plumbing skills, hairdressing skills, because a lot of the inmates didn't have any skills, but all those instructors were paid for by inmate money. It wasn't paid for by the public, but it gave them a chance to go out of here and not come back, as recidivism rate's very high, because a lot of times it's because of lack of education. So one of the things that we did was include some of these more technological type training for inmates, high school diploma equivalency and things like that.
A lot of those programs are offered through the BOCES program, where they actually come into the jail and instruct the inmates so that they can leave with more tools than what they came in with. The same thing with the garden program. We've set that up so that they learn how to produce their own food when they leave, so that, again, in hopes that they develop new habits so that they don't return to us in the future.
What about the drug program? You still have dogs that are involved too?
Yes, we do.
State police?
We still do the drug interdiction program. The tip line, we receive hundreds of tips and we follow up on them. And if we can get into a house through an investigation and shut that down, that's great. But if we can't, we'll use interdiction techniques, anything that we need to use in order to move that industry onto another area out of Steuben County.
And another program in drugs that we initiated was we developed a drug initiative team where we incorporated all the investigators from all the departments to work drug tips, not just to have one agency do them. So we had more, which I think the people in Steuben County can see, we have had more arrests because of numerous investigations that we have conducted throughout the county.
I must be naive, because I walk along Liberty Street in Bath, I walk along streets in Elmira or Corning, and everything looks so nice. I don't see any sign of drugs because I would know, but everything looks so like there's a drug problem.
You are naive. The drug problem is very prevalent in Steuben County. Your heroin, your methamphetamine, your crack, your cocaine, your prescription drugs are very prevalent, as they are anywhere, and it really takes strong enforcement to kind of, I don't think you're ever going to beat it, but to kind of cut it back some.
And our goal is to make it as expensive for the drug dealer to do their trade in Steuben County as we can. Being an economically driven crime, there'll be more inducement to do it other places, not here in Steuben County. Thank you.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving, getting from here to there, managing long hours at work, juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Shaun Canal Trust Company. Bank online, bank with our mobile app, deposit a check with your smartphone, open an account at Shaun Canal, and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Shaun Canal Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's going down. We're about to live it up, y'all. Let's go.
It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. We on the big screen, and everybody's here living out our dreams. Dreams, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Don't be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me a hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance. Come on, everybody, let's live it up. Let it out if you can't get it up. This right here gon' make you jump, jump, jump. This is home. This is the place. We break it out, we sing it loud, scream and shout. This is home. Hey, yeah. This is home.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Local news is important because it highlights what's going on in the community, whether it's small businesses or certain events that really bring the community together. National news, while it may affect us, isn't as important as local news is to the community. For me, it's pretty special because this actually is home. I grew up in the Elmira area. I went to an Elmira school. I went to college in Pennsylvania, not very far from here, so to be able to come back and report in my own area, it's truly amazing. This is home.
You're watching WENY HD.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Oh, the joys of this job. We are in Ithaca at an ice cream place that's just opened. In fact, this is the grand opening. And they make fried ice cream with from a Thai restaurant, Thai recipe. But the fellow who owns the place and runs it is Chinese. And this is Mr. Wei Cheng.
Yeah, Wei Cheng.
Did I say Wei Cheng?
Yep.
Good. From where in China?
China. Fuzhou.
Fuzhou. And you're going to make ice cream now. What makes this so different that people will want to come here? Because you fry ice cream or because it's all homemade?
It's homemade, and we make it special,
You make it special for each person.
Roll up, the roll up.
And where is the ice cream here?
It's in here. So
you're going to make it now?
Yeah.
Good. Explain to me how you do this while you're doing it.
Do you want me to show you how to make?
Yes, make.
Okay.
Good. I'm curious to know. This is where you have all the things that go into the...
Yeah. So we can put the fruit.
Fruit?
Yeah. Whatever fruit, we can chop it up.
Does it take a long time?
Take 2 to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes. That's heavy cream, huh?
No, that's ice cream mix.
Ah. And that's a very cold plate.
Yeah, it's below 15 degrees.
It's what?
Below 15.
Below 15 degrees?
Yes.
Ah. You must get good muscles doing this. Do you own the place yourself?
Yes.
That's very good. How did you come from China and be so successful? How did you move here to New York to become so successful?
What's me?
How did you move from China to here to be so successful?
I don't know how to answer you because my language,
You worked hard.
Yeah, worked hard.
That's a remarkable success story. Where did you learn to do that?
Me? I'm going to learn from the New York City.
In New York City?
Yep.
Where did you work there?
What do you mean?
Where did you work there?
I'm not work there. We friend of mine they work there. They teach me how to make it.
This looks like very special ice cream.
Yeah.
Does it take that long to make every time a customer comes?
Yeah, a customer at least 2 to 3 minutes.
For each customer?
Yeah, each customer, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is really specialty work.
Yeah. So the other.
Ah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Where did you come up with the recipe? Did you make up the recipe?
Yeah.
You made it yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
And when do you fry the ice cream?
No, that's not fried. That's, not fried. They make something like, the idea from the, like a fry, something like that, not like put the oil fry,
No, fry
yeah,
with the crust.
Like a hibachi to fry, you know hibachi, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
The people go, oh, come here, oh, hibachi ice cream. Okay,
Wonderful.
that's a great.
Now, what do you call this ice cream? Vanilla with strawberries?
Yeah, vanilla with strawberry. So put the container.
Oh. You're the only place in Ithaca that does this?
Yeah, the only place.
Only place. You must be very rich.
I wish.
Are you learning to speak English?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
You speak very good English.
No.
When people come in, can they telephone to get information? Or are you on the web? On the computer?
What's
No.
me?
Do you have anything on the web, on the computer?
No.
No, you're just exclusive here.
No, man.
Are you going to pass that around? Pass it around.
So
we're going to save some for the cameraman too.
So
I'll be here in case you want some. Go ahead. Were you going to say something?
No.
No? What do you eat it with your fingers?
No, with the spoon.
With a spoon?
Yeah, we can. So the topping, we can put the topping.
Ah.
So the topping here.
What topping do you recommend?
The Oreo. So
Oreo.
The Oreo. The M&M gummy bear.
Gummy bear.
Cocoa. Animal cracker. So,
Animal crackers?
Yeah, chocolate chip. Yeah.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah,
He's got everything here.
Graham cracker, and a Paki, and a and a sprinkle.
Plus chocolate syrup too.
Yeah, chocolate syrup, caramel syrup, sweet milk, and
it's got all kinds of syrups.
Yeah, strawberry, you know.
Strawberry syrup too.
Yeah, you want to try that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Certainly. Do I want
and
to
the
try
fruit,
it?
we got a
Of course
fruit.
What'd you say?
So did you need a whipped cream on top?
Very little.
Okay.
I'm fat enough. Oh.
Okay. So you need a fruit? The mango?
Why not?
Okay.
We're having mangoes now. It's
Okay.
got all kinds
you
of
want
toppings
the
there.
Kiwi?
Kiwi. Kiwi. We're putting kiwi on this. Gonna have everything on this. How come you're not fat?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, my son's coming translation.
Oh.
Okay.
He's gonna translate for you?
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
And the blueberry.
Our translator is coming in. Is this your son?
Yep.
Come in. This is your father?
Yes.
Hello.
I'm confused about what's going on.
Well, come right over here because you're going to translate for us.
Sure.
Now,
Wonderful.
he's made this wonderful thing, and I'm asking him, how come with all this ice cream he isn't fat?
呢冇你睇，佢哋點解拿 B B 啲女人咩杯？
我就拿我總統嘛，佢哋講啲隻我點講？
Yeah, so it's kind of ironic that an ice cream shop owner is also lactose intolerant.
Really?
Yes.
And we have step over here. We have a camera behind you.
Oh,
so you're talking. You're on. Yeah, no, you're being filmed as we speak.
Gotcha.
And you're telling us all the wonderful things about the place that he was shy to talk about. So is it open every day?
Yes, for the most part.
7 days a week?
Yes, that's right.
From when to when?
Sorry.
From 1 to about 9 or 10, depending on how busy it gets.
Thank you. Now, look at this. You get this all the time, don't you?
I do not. I'm lactose intolerant as well. But
You are?
just like him.
Wow, this is great. Would you pass this on? Would you pass this on to the cameraman? I want the cameraman to be happy. This is the most important part. And you are the son which will inherit this empire.
Most likely not.
No? What do you do?
I'm a student at Cornell.
At Cornell?
Yeah.
Is that why he built here?
Yes, that's right.
To be near you?
Yes.
Why he built this business to be near you?
That's right. We're locals anyway. So,
You are locals anyway.
Yeah.
And you came here from China?
About 25 years ago he did.
Him
so
too?
I was born here. So, but we've lived in Ithaca for about 20 years.
He speaks better English than he lets on.
Really? He might be shy about it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for translating. Son is the translator. Come by, fascinating place. And he has a conglomeration of things back here that you wouldn't find in any shop, and he puts it together himself. And he makes the ice cream. Wonderful place. Don't you think?
That's right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ah, good. Now we're going to eat ice cream. We'll see you here. If you hurry, I'll be here. I may have a second portion.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Shaun Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Shaun Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Shaun Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Let's go! It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. Don't be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me a hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
You're watching WENY HD.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
I know absolutely nothing about what we're doing here because this is a new field to me. This is called, and I want to get this right, the Naked Duck Vape Shop. And they do vaporizing things to remove the need for cigarettes.
Yes.
Is that about right or am I wrong?
That's very close.
And this, I have to get your name right because I wrote it down, is Shaun Zavestsky.
Very good.
Shaun's pretty good, yeah. Where are you from?
Philadelphia.
Zavestsky is not Philadelphia.
No, that's Slovakian, Russian.
So, Russian. You speak any Russian?
No.
I know a couple of words like da, which
Da.
means yes. That's it.
That's more than
Pretty
I know.
smart, huh? Anyway, tell us what it is you do. You sell these things and people inhale them and don't have to smoke.
Right.
A different way of getting nicotine.
It is a different way of getting nicotine. It's in my opinion a lot safer than smoking cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes leaves tar and all kinds of stuff in your lungs, and
There are chemicals in cigarettes.
a lot of chemicals in
But
cigarettes.
not in
There's
this?
4,000 known chemicals in a cigarette, and there's 5 known in what we're vaping.
Mm-hmm.
So you have e-juice. That would be your delivery system of nicotine.
What do you put it in?
You put it in one of these machines, and this is just a battery in a tank, and in the tank it heats it up and you get vapor.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the vaporizer your mother used to use when you were a kid in your
cold.
bedroom
Yeah.
when you had a cold. It does the same thing. It heats it up and turns this liquid into vapor. And in the vapor you can get nicotine, and with the nicotine you no longer need cigarettes.
There are different flavors.
There's we have over 100 flavors here.
Like what?
Like what? This one right here is peach rings.
Peach rings?
Peach rings. You can get tobacco flavor, and most people try and start with that and then get away from it because you don't want cigarettes.
And this is it expensive? It's a lot less expensive than cigarettes.
The initial cost, you have to buy your machine and your liquid.
And
So,
you drip the drips in the top there?
well, this one is a tank. This one you would just drip the drips in the top. This one holds
A lot.
4 ml of juice.
Mm-hmm.
So the initial cost is about a carton to 2 cartons of cigarettes, but after that it's a lot cheaper because you have just liquid to buy.
And how long do they last?
A bottle of liquid will last most people a week to 2 weeks when they first start.
What do they run?
What do they run? They run anywhere from $13 to $24.
Does that depend on the flavor?
No. It doesn't depend on the flavor. It does not depend on the nicotine level.
Why is one more expensive than the other?
Different companies.
Ah.
Different companies sell them to us for different prices, so
I
we
see.
sell them to you guys for different
Like
prices.
the pharmaceutical companies that sell different medicines for different prices.
Right.
Yeah. How did you get into this?
I smoked for 32 years, 2+ packs a day, so it was normally 3 packs of cigarettes a day. And when I went to sleep at night, my wife could hear my lungs gurgling and making noise. So I just found a small pen like this one and started vaping, and within a week I ran out of cigarettes, and I haven't had a cigarette in 2 years.
And you call it vaping?
Vaping.
Who came up with that name?
I don't know.
It's a hell of a name.
A Chinese pharmacist.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Chinese in origin?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, vaping's been around for over 100 years, but the battery life only started about 10 years ago.
The system of batteries came. And what are the other things you have there?
This one would be a dripper. It goes on top of a battery. So the batteries are inexpensive to extremely advanced and high tech. And then if you put this on, this is one that you would rebuild the coils yourself. And then you put a couple drops in and you vape. These are tanks where you fill it up and you can just walk around all day and vape without having to stop every few minutes and put drops in. And then there's just a lot of different types. A lot of different types of tanks and batteries.
And it's all legal?
It's all legal. It's all legal. It's all better for you than smoking cigarettes.
It's a name that when I think of vaping, I think it's a dirty word.
No, it's not. When you think of smoking, you should think that's a dirty word.
Yeah.
Because you walk around smelling and tasting like an ashtray. This you don't. You smell
You're
like...
very good selling your product.
This you smell like peach rings or strawberry fruitcake or...
Really?
Or something good.
It actually smells like that?
It smells like that and tastes like that.
But there's no habit-forming ingredient?
Well, there is still nicotine in it, but no, there's nothing habit-forming. They say nicotine is addictive, but you start out at a high level of nicotine when you're quitting smoking, and you work your way down. After 2 years, I started out at 24 milligrams of nicotine, and I vape about 1.5 milligrams of nicotine. So it's almost nothing. It's almost, you get more than that in a tomato.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, tomatoes have nicotine.
I never knew that. But then a lot of other foods have nicotine.
Grapefruit and...
Grapefruit?
All kinds
Tomatoes
of food.
Wow.
All kinds of food.
I never knew that. No wonder we're not healthy. But those are very healthy foods.
They are, and
the body is accustomed to a little
some
nicotine.
people are saying nicotine isn't the worst thing for you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's a lot worse for you. Caffeine's worse for you than nicotine.
What do you think of other registered drugs? Are you in favor of them? Marijuana?
Marijuana and stuff.
They're going to pass here?
I don't know if they're going to pass. There's a lot of health benefits. I don't think that people should be walking down the street smoking joints, but I think the health benefits that are in the marijuana should be
if you show you need
to
it
people.
Medically.
Yeah.
You know a lot about a lot of things. How did you get to do all this?
I'm just a carpenter.
Is that your profession?
Yeah.
You still do that?
Yes.
And you love that?
I love that.
This is a sideline.
This is a sideline. This helped me stop smoking, and I want to help other people stop smoking.
Did you do this finishing here?
Yes.
That's a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have been an interesting person and something I would never normally do an interview on. But you're fascinating, and this may be something new. We never know. Anyway, I'll be here. I'm going to try this out now. So if you come by, look for me. Look me up. You never know. I should probably be caffeine-free by that time. Although I only smoke cigars, but very seldom. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You're watching WENY HD.